Hi guys, Justin here, Welcome Farm 26, and yeah, this is the end of the sprayer boom. So that foam never did end up working out right. I'd get it for a little while, then it'd stop up, and then it'd work a little bit, and it'd stop up, and so I've made the decision. I said, you know what, I'm gonna buy another one from another company. That company I've had really good luck with as far as everything I've dealt with, and I know a few people that run their markers on bigger booms than I got, and they say, yeah, they work real nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the whole system out, but this hose right here, and the only reason why I'm going to leave this hose is this is PEX, and PEX is the only thing that I've found that the actual foam detergent doesn't just crack up brittle and, you know, go to waste after, you know, a few years. So I really like using this PEX. So I'm going to try and reuse, or I'm not going to try, I am going to reuse the PEX. And the rest is going to get stripped, and it'll either go back to spray coop, or I might think about putting foam on the old sprayer. That would actually be kind of handy. I don't know, we'll see what way we go with that, but yeah, for now what we're going to do is switch this one out, because this is the one that's going to cover the acres. Alright, I'll put you in a time lapse while I'm kind of destructing here, and yeah, enjoy. So just to show you, all this is two self-tapping screws with a little flat plate, two hose clamps, just kind of clamp him on, put him up and on. I'm sure time lapse won't show that very well, but that's all it really is there. These are just push to connect connectors, nothing crazy there. And we are run all the way up to, if you see that 5-gallon bucket. As soon as I get that tank off, that's where we're at next. So the next thing we got, and I don't even have them on hose clamps or anything, just these two lines going to your booms. And they're just on those two solenoids that we changed earlier, and I've just got them on a push-pull connect kind of thing right now. Then it's your harness. We'll just leave him off to the side. And can I lift this? Yeah. So he was just ratchet strapped on here, and he was that way when I got him, so yeah, that's what it is. He's got just enough water and detergent in him where he's heavy enough. I mean, not bad, but heavy enough. All right, I'm gonna go get the new tank. There, so all I did was just set him up here. I mean, he's just up and on. Nothing too wild or crazy. I think I'm gonna open this up. So in this top up here, if you read your instructions, it'll have just a couple little pieces that you got to put together. It's not a big deal at all. It's the air filter and things like that. Pretty simple. Just looking here if I could move that foam at all. Oh no, this'll reach. Wished I knew which side was left and which side was right. Well, you know what? I could always change that with the toggle. He's not a big deal. There, just push together. There, and it really is simple like this. This is nothing crazy. The only thing I don't like so far is this plastic lid. Not that plastic's bad, but it really has no way to screw it down. It does have these bungees, which, you know, they might be better than I think they are, but that's just, you know, some of that might be old dogs and new tricks too, right? One thing it does say is you can put a drain in it, and I think we're going to do that. And that is one of the extra in the parts bags. The rest is just those foam or those end pieces. But I think we're going to just plop him in the front, down at the bottom. Then we can drain him come winter. Because yeah, I do have to deal with that. I haven't had a lot of trouble with these as far as freezing, but yeah, freeze isn't good either way. Alright, so we're like getting there already. This is not bad at all. I am going to put the two straps back on. I know it should probably be fixed a little better, but it's I don't know that I'm going to keep this tank right here. I'm kind of debating on that. It's always worked, but oh, look at that. So there's a difference. This tank is wider. I mean, it fits the platform here fine, but it's wider. Yeah. I mean, that's not a bad thing. It's just one of those. It is what it is. I never did have any trouble with these straps before, so I can't imagine much is going to change. It does have, there's some through fittings that I could, if I want to keep him here, and I might do that if I keep him here, you can drill up through and bolt him. And that is a real option. And if I leave him here, it's probably what'll happen. I'm just kind of putting her together this way because this is how the last one was. And I'll be honest with you, I'm a week behind spraying. So, and that whole week behind is nothing but cause and effect from that frost. That frost that we really didn't need. Well, he doesn't want to go under there right now. Well, there's more than one way to skin a cat. There. Well, that's that part of it. We still do have a wiring harness to put in, and I should leave this open for that. I'm not sure where he comes into the box exactly. Okay, right there along the side. That should work. I should be able to use the old. Well, I'm gonna get the harness. We can start there then. So back up to here, all we got is this weather pack right here and here. That goes to a switch. I don't know if you can see it hanging there up by the light or not, but I'm just gonna pop him together and I'll bring you back in once that's done. So this here is gonna be the big part. That harness to the tank, that was just a matter of running it kind of along the frame where I could. But this part right here might not be the fun part. So to get power, I'm going to run off the big tractor plug. So I'm going to have to go into this harness and find a place to tie into. And if I remember right, it's all tied in right here. Shouldn't be a big deal. And for now, I'm going to run this stuff just taped to the harness that I have. It's not perfect, but yeah, it'll work. One thing that is nice, and I don't care if it's a sprayer, if it's a whatever it is to keep it all in one bundle that's nice and semi-tight. You're just gonna have a lot less issue in the end. Yeah, and that's a big bundle of red with a wire nut. I mean, yeah, she's a gem. I might strip back just a little bit more. I got a feeling I'm going to find some corrosion in there. So I bundled this together but all I did was bundle when I bought it, the existing, because there was wires everywhere. And yeah, I never really redid anything electrically. Well, the sprayer worked when I bought it, you know. Why would you go into something that's working? Well, I think that right there is my original. But yeah, I can't take into him because, yeah, I'm just gonna have to wire nut in. I'm pretty sure that these two right here are the original path. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna shorten these either, because if I come in here and decide that, hey, I'm gonna make a real nice wire loom, at least I'll have some wire to work with then. I mean, I'll tape them up so they're not catching on nothing, but we're not going to do a real fancy install right now. That's kind of a winter or out of season kind of thing. I am just going to reuse these wire nuts, or, you know, go in with the existing. It's not exactly what I like to see, but, you know, if it's been working, I wonder if that's my full feed or not. No, I think it goes through this fuse first and then to there. Well, at least I'm somewhat fused. And I know it was running off of that before, so. You notice I got all this chain on here. So that was kind of a quick ordeal too. I had like an hour and a half, and I had this rock on a field. Boy, I got them chained. I chained them up and I got them off the field, but that's about all I managed to do. That puppy was heavy. Well, let's see if he at least makes some noise. Turn the key on. And I like it. I like it. I think we might even just throw some soap in there. All right, I'll start another video with that. Okay, so with this little drain, I went up and I got a couple bits that fit, and I couldn't even tell you what size they are. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna chuck up a pilot. We're gonna hold him just a little off. Actually, let's get off that line. Let's go a touch this way. We're a little bit off the bottom. Off that, you can see where the mold mark is heavier. We're not gonna get perfectly to the bottom. Okay. So we're gonna pop that guy through. Then we'll take him to size. Oh yeah, he's gonna be just fine. So he's about 3/8 of an inch off the bottom. It's just a matter of pulling your tank top off, your gland nut off. Stick them through. And you'd be surprised how light you can tighten these glands and still have them be good. Let's see if I got pliers just to give them a little nip. Pliers is missing. There, and throw the cap on. There. So let's go up the top and start filling them. So this is the setup. I just got a boat fuel line tank up there, gravity feeding down into my new setup here. Yeah, that's probably the most efficient way I know of doing it. So, and that's all it is. Okay, so I know this is kind of the cheesy way of doing it, but I got that box about where it needs to be, and I'm just going to take and put a few wraps around this whole bundle. And he's going to sit on the top and not be bundled in tight, but he'll be all right for now. The one thing I am going to do is tie my tape. That way he doesn't come unwrapped. You just kind of tie it back on itself. Then we're going to go another foot. Same thing. I'd like to loom it all up nice, but I can't take that switch off, leave it in the cab, and that's one thing I do like to do, is be able to completely disconnect, leave all electric I can in the cab. And this is just the way it's going to go. Not fancy, not great, few wires hanging out. But it'll work for now. It'll keep it from getting caught on stuff, which I guess is the big deal. I'm just putting a few wraps of tape and tying it every foot or so. And other than that, you know, it works. I can't remember if I videoed it running or not, but it works. And it gives me more foam than I've ever had, so you know, I can't complain in that department at all. There. And like I say, I do normally like to have stuff a little nicer, but I'll be honest with you, every acre I have needs to be sprayed, and I'm sitting at acre 0, and I just got to get something going here. We got time to make it nice later. That whole replant situation, I knew that was going to set me back. I didn't realize how far it would. And if I wouldn't have converted that CRP ground, probably wouldn't have been too bad. But I started that replant instead of being somewhat refreshed. I started that replant, you know, kind of behind the gun as far as rest-wise goes. Don't get me wrong, it went well, and it went, I wouldn't say quicker than expected, but starting from what we started with, I mean, we started with everything empty and no seed and whatnot to plant it in a week. That's not bad. Great, maybe not, but well, I think that's enough of me yammering. I'm just going to keep going back, and then I'll tape them up real nice, and yeah, we'll see where we're at in the video then. So that's what you're supposed to get there, the nice big globs, and they don't leave that big of a puddle, but I think you get the idea there. But I think I'm going to call it on this one and say that's good enough. So. Well, with that, I think I'm going to start filling the sprayer up and getting ready to actually get in the field. Probably the next video. And I'm going to say like, comment, subscribe, do your things, keep them likes up. Like I say, they're pretty huge for getting us out there. With that, have a great day and thanks for watching. Catch you next time.